views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Jenn. I'm here filling in for Dr. Pat here on the Dr. Pat Show, and it's great to be back here with Dr. Pat's listeners. I come over here occasionally, and I always have a great time with you guys. So, of course, we have the lines open. And I thought, what a great topic today if we talked about the New Year's resolutions. I mean, we're right on top of that, and that's that time of year. But let's do that with a twist of intention for a positive, successful outcome. Of course, we want our resolutions to be positive, but what could we do different coming up into 2016 that would be completely a different approach to actually move those mountains you've been trying to move? That's what I want to discuss today here on the show. If you want to call in during the show, we are doing intuitive readings. We're looking for guidance with our angels because, you know, we have so much support, and we can take that guidance. They don't tell us what to do, but they gently guide us because it's all about us not being afraid to make a choice. And then if we go down that path and we need to choose differently, looking at that with a different perspective that, okay, it's not that you failed. You learned something in that experience, and then you could choose something better, different, you know, a completely different route, a completely different everything. So I want to talk about that today because creativity seems to be high on the energy. Now, if you are new to who I am, my name is Dr. Jenn Royster, and I host the Jenn Royster Show on Thursdays. It's weekly on Transformation Talk Radio. It airs at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. So if you want to hang out with me on Thursdays, that's when my show airs live on the broadcast. Now, I'm off tomorrow because of New Year's Eve, but next week on my show, we're going to be doing the entire annual month by month angel guidance for the entire year of 2016. I do that every January, and it's time for that. So that'll be on January 7th if you want to tune in and join me on that. Now, back to what we're talking about today. We want to set resolutions for positive movement forward. That's the big thing right now. Now, we have, if you follow astrology, we have some very positive alignments out there. Everything's moving in the same direction for a change, not against each other. It's moving into that. That's not something we see very often, and we notice. We usually have some kind of conflict or something opposing, or, you know, this is a little bit different this year. It's been pretty intensive with energy and shifts and feeling things since September. I mean, the whole year's been a year of transformation. 2016 will be a year of transformation, but with a twist. We should be seeing some more positive transformation, something uplifting, a little more encouraging, a lot of more hope coming in. Because if we're moving all in the same direction, then we're moving toward a common goal. That's very exciting for me to see out there because I do this every day looking for that positive hope that I can put out there to you. And I'm seeing it. In spite of all the other stuff going on, there's positive change happening. So I want to put my focus on that. And I want to help you do the same if you feel discouraged or if you feel a little bit confused. You may be even feeling all of these crazy, intensive energies. They've been pretty strong. And they have been causing, for some people that are highly sensitive or empathic, or you are tuned in. I know the light workers will relate to this. Boy, are you being called to the plate. It's time to go to bat, light workers, I'm telling you, because you're going to feel it. You're going to feel intensive heat back and forth, and it's not a hot flash. And you know it's not. You know, it's not like that. This is different. And there's ways you can test that. Yeah, there's ways you can test that. If you have that heat, that back and forth heat, like what's going on? What is this? You can test that. If you are near someone or something, or you're in an area and it seems to be consistent in that area, and then as soon as that you get away from that or you shift, it goes away, or you seem to be colder. So that's not the same as those other hormonal things going on. And I've noticed that, and I've tested that several times, because as an energy healer myself, I always heat up when I am processing energy. If it's coming through and I'm processing it through, it heats up to burn it up. It's kind of like a burning up, like it burns in that flame, and that processes it and clarifies it and purifies it. That's really an example of what that is. So that heating up is more than likely a purification that you're feeling. And I wanted to address that. Now, I'm not saying ignore symptoms if you feel like you need to have something checked out. I'm talking about if there is absolutely nothing going on, everything's checking out just fine, you might want to look into that. You might be processing energy a lot more than you realize. I know that, you know, when it first started happening with myself, and it started to intensify several years ago, we're talking, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 years ago. I didn't know either. I'm like, why is this so crazy? So as I've studied this, I have learned that that is how I process it. I also work a lot with the angels, especially Archangel Michael. And he has a heat about him anyway, where it heats up to purify and clear out those toxic energies. Lower frequencies will burn up when they get near the higher positive frequencies. So that's my explanation for that. But I really wanted to make sure I put that out there for you, because I think it's important right now. You may be feeling all kinds of things. You may be feeling like symptoms of a cold, or symptoms of feeling more tired. You need more sleep. You might be having the heart palpitations. Absolutely make sure you're medically okay. But when you're checking out and they can't find anything, I'm talking about the energy behind all of that. Because these frequencies that are coming in right now, and they've been just pouring and pouring in, they're shifting and helping us create new cells with a higher frequency. Our bodies are calibrating to that. Our bodies are getting used to that. So with that in mind, we have resolutions that we want to set for 2016 that can help us push forward and make the most out of this year coming up. Since all of this energy is moving harmoniously to guide us, we want to ride that wave and make the most of that. We don't want to miss that opportunity to manifest things in your life that you've always wanted to do. What are you doing with your life? Are you happy? Do you love what you're doing? Are you happy? Do you love what you're doing? You know you can choose to bring that into your life. This is a great time to work on that. And you may be feeling like that never happens for me. That never happens for me. Well, that's a perspective or a belief. You may believe that it's just not going to happen for you. Now's the time to shift that and try a different one. I'm telling you, this is going to be a big one. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm excited. Now, if you feel distracted like you may want to play more. You may want to be creative and get into the arts. And I highly encourage that you do that. If there is something out there you have never done before that you've always wanted to do, like maybe it's learn how to play a guitar, or maybe you want to just learn how to paint, or maybe you want to start journaling or writing. Something in the creative arts is really going to benefit you energetically for the year to come up, in 2016. It's a very positive exercise that will help you energetically. It's one of the best things in the world to do. It seems simple. And I noticed that, those adult coloring books are so popular now. Right there, that's evidence to me. You need something meditative but active in a creative art form. Now, that's just coloring in lines. But that's a great place to start if you feel like you don't even know where to start. Start there. Start with something as simple as that. And then you'll find that, well, maybe you want to create your own designs. Maybe you want to color out of the lines. I like that part. I like to be unrestricted by the lines and go for it. So I want to help you find that today. I want to inspire your creative spark within you. I want to help you know that you can turn it around no matter where you are in life. I have seen people in their 80s and 90s pick up something brand new that they never have done before, and they are having the time of their life. That's inspirational. If they can do that at 80, 90, 100, and they don't stop learning, that's one of the secrets right there. Never stop learning. Find something you don't know anything about and put yourself in student mode and learn something new. That makes you feel alive. And that brings you up to a place where, wait, this is exciting. And it starts to, get all those cobwebs out of the rut that you might have fallen into. It opens up new avenues of your thought processes. So learning is a lifetime thing. And it just keeps going. That is what I really suggest most of all, is find something. It could be simple. Maybe you just want to learn pottery. Maybe you want to learn how to golf. Maybe you want to work in the sports or something like that. Whatever it is, what is it that you love? What is it that you love? And don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it because you think you're going to mess it up. Start off slow. Look at learning a little bit at a time. Take the pressure off. Take the pressure off of yourself. Learn at your own pace, but do something about it. Sometimes learning at your own pace, if you're not self-disciplined enough, you may slack and never get back to it. You don't want to do that either. The whole point is to enjoy it, feel excited about it, look forward to getting back to that hobby or that creative outlet, because you will be proactively working on your manifesting goals when you do that. You can use that as an outlet to express what you really want the universe to bring to you. So whether it's writing, painting, whatever it might be, you can utilize that artistic outlet, that creative outlet, sports, walking, running, whatever that might be. And you can make it apply, and it can bring clarity to what you really want. That's a big key in manifesting or changing directions in a major way in your life. You have all of these different aspects of you. The creative side needs to come up to the front right now with what's going on and where we are currently in energy. You want to bring a creative side to you to the front. If you don't feel like you have one, like I said, start off simple, but do choose something, because you have an incredible life to live. You're here, and we have incredible energy that will help us make the most of it. Now, the angels, I bring that into the perspective because they are so encouraging and always positive. If you have a tendency to be pessimistic or down, or you struggle keeping yourself uplifted, let them help you, because there isn't anything but a positive that comes from them. And, honestly, that's my favorite way to lift myself up. If I feel discouraged about something, I just stop and I ask. I had a blast over the last week in the holidays because I went into making bread. I don't really eat that much bread, but I love making it. I love making complicated artesian loaves and things like that. I made the same one 3 times because I kept trying to perfect it. I had a ball. It was just bread. I had a blast, but it was waking me up. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about, because you can really enjoy life if you allow yourself to learn something. We're going to take a short break. I'm Dr. Jenn, filling in for Dr. Pat here on the Dr. Pat Show. If you want to call in, 1-800-930-2819. Do you want to share your New Year's resolution, or would you like some guidance on what you could do to perfect that, to manifest it in a positive way? We'll be right back after the break.
Almost everyone at some time in their lives ask themselves, what am I? Most of our questions are ego-generated and simply don't address the problem of our false self. It's time to relax your ego and embody your soul. Dr. Dan Cohen, neurologist, inventor, and author, has created tools to awaken a new way to transform from who you thought you were into what you truly are. Visit toolstoawaken.com today.
Get ready to experience Truth Talk Radio with host Deb Acker. Tune in to Truth Talk Radio each Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com to illuminate the truth in your daily life as you experience life, love, and abundance from a whole new perspective. This hit show will leave you feeling lighter and bring you into a place of infinite possibilities every day in every way. Visit TruthTalkRadioshow.com for upcoming transformative topics and guests.
The life you're dreaming of is waiting for you to say yes. Together, we can create a powerful, love-centered world where business is not a competition, but a community of highly conscious individuals making a positive impact in their own lives and the lives of others. Fun, flexible, fabulous. You make the rules. We offer the tools. Connect with Shelley today to learn more at Live, Love, Earn with Shelley. That's SHELLEY.com.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Naturopathic doctor, founder of the Martha's Vineyard Holistic Retreat, and author of the New York Times bestseller 21 Pounds in 21 Days, Dr. Ronnie DeLuce has helped tens of thousands of people, including celebrities and athletes, with her message of lifestyle change. Now Dr. Ronnie DeLuce wants to help you. You too can be saved. Email Dr. Ronnie DeLuce at info@ronniedeluceonradio.com and visit mtheholisticretreat.com. Dr. Ronnie DeLuce, your partner in wellness.
Observe the females in case I must sleep camp. And if I have to break out, you don't deserve to live the good life and love the black hummingbird. It may be sexy, but it is true.
We are back. I'm Dr. Jenn here on the Dr. Pat Show. I'm filling in for Dr. Pat today. We're talking about our New Year's resolutions, how we can make the most of them in a positive way. And Benny, I believe you said we have a caller waiting?
We do, and let's give out that number again, 800-930-2819 if you'd like to reach us for the Transformation Talk Radio Network. Of course, the Dr. Pat Show and Dr. Jenn Royster filling in today. So it's 800-930-2819, and we have Jay calling in from Canada. So Jay, welcome back, bud.
Hey, thanks, Benny. How's it going?
We're doing awesome.
Hi, Jay.
Good. Hey, how's it going?
It's good. So how's Canada?
Well, it's been mild winter, so it's been really interesting. So it's like it's mild all over the place. Really, really interesting change.
Yeah. So, well, thanks for calling in today. So what have you got going on? What would you like to share? Or did you have a question?
Yeah, me, I've been making a lot of changes and been inspired by different media shows and about being in my power. And for next year, I'm going to be doing a really 7-month yoga challenge. So just getting prepared for it, doing some cleansing and stuff like that. So it's been really, really powerful for myself. So I've been it's like quite a magical, I don't know, month or so that I've been doing this. And,
so all that change has only been in the last month?
Well, yeah, because I've been actually, what's happened has been, I've been practicing some, meditation, and what's been inspiring me to get me into my passion and bringing it forward, which is a lot of fun, is actually writing. Been opening up my channels, and this meditation that I'm doing seems to like I bring different words to the poems and stuff like that I'm writing right now. So it's been really, really inspiring. And
awesome. So you know what I was talking about then. You can relate to what I was saying earlier, because it's a creative outlet that is really going to help us soar with the energies that are currently flowing all down to us right now. The creative outlets are going to help you make the most out of the changes you want. And writing is a creative outlet. So that's incredible, because some people go, writing doesn't do it for me. But did you even know that poetry or a poetic, words have energy?
Yes.
Right. So were you aware that was even in you before?
I was there kind of, and I just wrote, and now it's getting, I call it the flavor of the words, just tasting the words and just being, having fun with those words and just looking them up and what they mean. It's been lots of fun. I was writing a book last year, but I just wrote, and it seems like these poems that are coming to me right now are just really inspiring and just, it's really, really, really lots of fun. And I don't know, it just something came up with me with that.
I love that. But see, and you allowed it to flow. Yeah, because you said, okay, it just came up and you allowed it. This is a great example for what we're talking about with the listeners today, because you didn't expect it, but when it showed up, it was an opportunity and you allowed it in. And now it's taking you further down, and it's exciting. It kind of ignites this other energy within us. And while you were talking about the flavor of the words just then, I had a big hit, an intuitive hit, that some of this would be amazing to music. Has that ever crossed your mind?
Not yet.
Okay, well, it might, and down the way. But I thought, ooh, is this a songwriter that doesn't know he's a songwriter yet?
Very possible.
I'm not trying to push, but it just popped up. I wasn't expecting that either, so I have to share that with you, because I can see some of this going to music. So if you have any music buddies, they might have, that might be fun to collaborate with. But, enjoy that process, Jay, because that just opens up and helps you find new pathways to do things you were doing before better, or to find new ways, new directions to go into. It takes you down into your soul's journey further. And with yoga being meditative, what a nice combination for you. You could even take a word while you're in the yoga, processing with that, because sometimes meditation, we're just clearing out all thought, but then there's that focus that we can put on a word where we're, thinking of it. So it's a little bit different. There's not just one way to meditate.
Yes, that is so true. You're right about that. And it's been, it's been really interesting. You were talking about angels. I was shoveling the snow at my mother's place, and there's some coins that were left, and we had about $10 worth of coins. And I said to my mom, I didn't tell her what they were from, but it's like, I feel the angels have been calling, or we've called the angels, and they give us an answer in that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They let you know. And it's actually, I've noticed, I work with them all the time. But I think for others that might be new to this, they really are coming through, and it's easier than it was before. I mean, the validation that they're there and they confirm to you, like with coins or whatever else they do, it's just happening faster, and it's clearer. You can see it better, and I think that's wonderful. Now, have you only had coins pop up, or have you had other things like number sequences or?
Yeah, I've had some numbers. I had number sequences come up just a couple of days ago, and they were like, it was kind of crazy. It's like 222, 333, 44, 444, 555. Three numbers. There are three numbers, and
in
it's
a row, in a chronological order that way.
It was almost like that. Yeah, I was just like, yeah,
that's
plates or whatever numbers. It was really amazing.
That's actually very interesting. And the more in a row, like if it was 2, 3, or 4 numbers, like 222 or 2222, that's more intensified. And, that's fascinating. And when you find the coins, play with the numerology with that. What is the coin? Is it a dime? Is it a nickel? What's the total sum? What does it bring down to? They'll use the coins if you add it all up with the numerology, and you come down to the number, like, what's that meaning? They'll talk to you that way. And yes, they will. They will. I know. It's so, that's exciting. And you sound fantastic. You sound like you have no idea what's around the corner, but you're looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah. That's really excitement right now.
Right? How many poems have you written?
How many, pardon me?
How many poems have you written?
Around 5 of them. I'll send some to you when I get back home, so I can share some with you. So really inspirational. I made a poem, for Christmas for a family, and it was actually a family who was food hampers for the company, and I put I wrapped up some peanut butter for them, and I put a poem in there for inspiration. And actually, yeah, it was lots of fun. So yeah,
I think it's great, and the best part is I didn't know that was in me. You're saying that you didn't know that was there, and now you're doing it. So that's exactly what I'm talking about, guys. What Jay's talking about. He's like, well, okay, I wasn't planning on writing poems and diving into the energy of these words like this and that flavor of the words as the way he described it, but he's doing it, and he's finding that it has a very positive outcome for him. And I think it's just going to continue. Just let it flow. Go with those those impulses like, hey, I ought to do this. That, don't ignore those. Those are little intuitive, guidance suggestions, like you might want to try this or that. Now, Archangel Gabriel, and before we go to break here, we're going to go to break in a sec. But Jay, I wanted to make sure I mentioned it. I wasn't sure if you knew that, but Archangel Gabriel is wonderful for creative arts, writing, painting, any of that.
Wow.
Right. So you might want to, yeah. So, or ask for, to do it with them. They love that. They love to be a part of it. But, I find that that's very inspirational. But Gabriel is a communicating angel anyway. But Gabriel loves the arts, the creative, the writing, the painting, any of that. So I would say you might want to, have a little hangout or powwow or meditation with Gabriel sometime.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Thank you for calling in.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Jenn.
It was great to talk.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I'd love to see your poems. Please do send them over. You can find the emails or where to send it over at jennroyster.com. That's JENNROYSTER.com, and you'll be able to find it that way. But thank you so much for calling in. And I wish so much to you in 2016. It sounds like you're going to have a great year. And I think in 6 months, you're going to go, wow, look how much I accomplished in a short amount of time.
Yep.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Your energy's picking up. I can tell. I can feel it.
Yeah.
You're moving at a faster frequency now.
Yes. Thank you so much. It's been lovely talking to you.
You too. And I wish the best to you. And keep writing. Keep those soul words coming out because they're inspirational to you, and they are also going to be inspirational to others that read your work. Thanks, Jay, for calling in. We are going to take a break. When we come back, if you'd like to call in, we're sharing about New Year's resolutions and how we can make the most of a positive, successful resolution for the year of 2016. We're looking at angel guidance and how they can help us with that. I'm Dr. Jenn, and you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show. The number to call in, 1-800-930-2819. We'll be right back.
Transformation Talk Radio is dedicated to the education and awareness of Lyme disease.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Lyme Talk Radio. I'm Dr. Pat, joined here by
Dr. Nusheen Darvish.
Dr. Pat Basili and Dr. Nusheen Darvish will be bringing the most innovative, groundbreaking information, research, treatment innovations, and stories from those it affects every day.
I'm so excited to be talking about this.
We have so much to share.
Dr. Darvish and I are planning to do is connect the dots.
People suffering with all sorts of chronic diseases, it's time. It is time for them to transform.
Tune into Lyme Talk Radio and help keep our mission strong.
For the loyal listeners out there that have been listening to this incredible show on Lyme disease, we are not going to let you down. We're going to come through stronger and enrich the platform for Lyme disease awareness through Lyme Talk Radio. The message will continue, the conversations will become stronger, and the healing epic.
The 24th Annual WOW Conference, United We Change the World, is February 11th through the 15th. Featured guests are Dr. Christine Page on Creative Dragon Energy. Dr. Susan Shumsky will show you how to awaken your third eye. And Mira Kelly will present a 2-day intensive workshop on Beyond Past Lives. Join WOW for intimate, experiential, life-changing workshops and evening presentations that will inspire you. You can choose 2 half-day workshops and receive 1 half-day workshop for free through December 31st. Join a supportive community of women on their journey to discover and develop their passions and purpose in life. Women of Wisdom is the place to be. This February 11th through the 15th. Go to thewowconference.org. That's the WOW conference.org to discover all the diverse offerings WOW has to offer you.
Tune in to Sheer Alchemy with Leslie Fontaine on TransformationTalkRadio.com and get ready to stir up your passions, identify your blocks, and shift into an entirely new existence. Leslie Fontaine is a transformation catalyst and clairvoyant who uses her intuitive and energetic gifts to catapult listeners into living the life they were born to live. Whether it's shifting from scarcity to abundance, from emotional pain into joy, or from illness into health, Leslie will help you step into the true essence and power of all that you are with the help of the Ascended Masters and Archangels. You will not be the same. Visit TransformationTalkRadio.com for show dates and times and LeslieFontaine.com to say yes to explosive abundance.
We are back. I'm Dr. Jenn. You are listening to the Dr. Pat Show. I'm here filling in for her today. And we have a topic going on. We're talking and sharing about New Year's resolutions for 2016. If you want to call in and share what you have going on, or you want to work on how you can manifest that resolution for the most positive outcome? The number is 1-800-930-2819. Now, how can we make our resolutions, really successful? I mean, we do this every year. It's that time of year where, we kind of go into that mode in January. Okay, that's why I decided to talk about it today. But with this energy, we can make so much more progress, actually successful progress, make that resolution stick into our lives and really see changes happen. How can we do that? What can you tweak or change in your own life that will help you have a positive outcome this time? We have all the energy supporting us. We have the angels out there that are definitely making themselves known lately. I mean, I know they are with me. I know they are with the caller that just called in before the break. He was talking about it. And a lot of people are saying that they're starting to notice these things. They're starting to sense that support and they are communicating with us. And to me, that's very encouraging. You don't feel alone. You don't feel so overwhelmed by an uphill battle when you know you have support like that. And really, what are they doing? They're going to help you tune in with your higher self, what is the best possible path for you. And it's not somebody else telling you what that path is. It's you knowing that that's your path. That's what you really are here to do. That's who you really are. That's what you're all about. That's what's going to excite you and give you energy to keep going. Because honestly, when you are in that zone, you don't get worn out. You don't feel like you're, slave driving, so to speak. You don't feel like you're just drained by stress. You're dreading the next day. You don't feel like that. You're excited to get to that. It could just be a hobby, It could be a hobby. It could be anything. It could be anything. Creativity has been a big focus in December. And when I did my show, I do that once a month. I do the month and the angel and the focus of the energy for that month. We will do that next year in 2016 on my show. And I think I mentioned it earlier. We're going to be doing the entire year, the outlook for 2016 with the angel guidance on January 7th on the Jenn Royster Show, which is on Thursdays at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on Transformation Talk Radio. We're going to be doing that then. And then we break it down month by month because I have found, and a lot of people are writing and giving me that feedback. I want to say thank you for that. That really helps. So we have the whole big picture, and then we have that month-to-month picture that we can start to see, okay, how can we fine-tune and focus right here? You can even break it down by week. You can break it down by the day. You don't get overwhelmed that way. You're taking it one step at a time, and you're in alignment with the energy that's there and how to make the most of that. You're tapping inward into your higher self and that connection that you are, and it's a freedom feeling. And that's one of the things I love. You feel free when you are being real and being true. One of the biggest inhibitors for people is they feel, what will people think of me if I do what I want to do? They'll think I'm crazy or they won't approve. That's a hurdle. Yes, it's a hurdle, but it doesn't have to be a big hurdle because, like I said earlier, we have these energies that are all moving in the same direction. In astrology, they call it direct. Everything's moving direct. It's not retrograde, moving backwards or anything like that. And we even have a Mercury coming up, but it's not going to be like those other ones. This one is you're going to feel more positive. You're going to feel more positive about things. You're going to find that, wow, just things seem to be working out a little better. There is going to be a lot of change for 2016, but not negative. We're going to see a lot more positives. And, if you just put that thought and energy on that, like, what could I manifest positively in my life every day? Now you're going to be waking up and aligning with that frequency, and it's really going to move quicker. It is going to move so much faster. Now, I'm talking about the energy behind everything, because that's what I'm about, the energy behind everything, what you're manifesting, what you're not manifesting, what's blocking it, your health. If you are feeling those physical symptoms of the energies coming in that I mentioned earlier, you might be feeling a little more tired. You feel like emotions are coming up a little bit more. Now, one thing that I have noticed that's building, and I do want to mention that, is empathy. Now, that doesn't mean, oh no, everybody's going to be a big sensitive mess. It means everybody needs to learn a little bit about what it feels like to feel another, or to understand another. That opens you up to learn compassion for another person. That is part of love that is going to be opening up within us all. So if that's new to you, that's going to feel a little weird, okay? Just bottom line, it's going to feel a little weird. But it's not impossible. It means that your heart is opening for expansion to be able to love and receive love at a deeper level. And when I say deeper, I mean actually a higher frequency of love, more of a divine love, more of the kind that is the most powerful one out there, that powerful love. What can heal all? And if this world couldn't use that right now, I don't know what it could use, because I'm excited about that. I feel like that's exactly what we need to do. So yeah, 2016 shows that more people are going to be coming on board with that they're going to start to be aware. They're going to be waking up more and more. So that population of positive is growing exponentially. More people are coming on board with that because they want change too. So that is going to take learning how to think positively, how to allow that type of empathy or that kind of love and connection. It means opening your heart, because if you're closed off, it's hard to feel. That's one of the big ones for New Year's resolutions that I really wanted to address, because that's important. We want to open up and allow something in. If we're closed off, it's very difficult when opportunities present themselves to you for you to see them, acknowledge them, recognize them. Or do you even know that they were just right there in front of you? Did you notice them? If you're closed off, that's kind of like walking around with your blinders on. So it means opening the heart to feel a little bit more. And I'm not saying try to make that happen. You don't need to try to make that happen. It will naturally happen for you as your frequency rises, because that's what's happening to all of us in humanity is this lifting. But the more intention that you embrace that positive change, the easier it'll be. It will open up. It won't take so long. Nothing seems to be taking long anymore. Doesn't it feel like time's speeding up? I mean, my goodness, it's speeding up. But allow yourself to think out of the box. Just think out of the box. Allow yourself to color out of the lines. It's, for some people that feels like I'm going to rebel. I'm just going to go out of the lines and break the rules. Okay. It'll feel like that at first, if that's how it'll get you there. But then you're going to realize you didn't break a rule. You broke through a barrier. You broke through something that was holding you back. And that something was coming from within inside yourself. And you realize, well, that's just a barrier I put up. I don't need to do that. I could actually explore past this. I mean, when Jay was talking about poetry, he didn't know it was in him. That was the caller from the first segment. He's like, I didn't know I did that or that was going to be happening, but he allowed it. That was a great example of what I'm talking about. So I really encourage everyone to allow yourself to play. If you feel like you're not creative, then let's bring it back to the word play. That's another route to get to where I'm going. Allow yourself to have some fun. Allow yourself to have fun without being perfect, without it being absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, just don't worry about that part. Just dive in and have fun. You know, doesn't have to be perfect. What is it that you would love to dabble in that you've never tried before? The best thing right now with this energy that I'm talking about is finding something you've never done before. I want you to think about that while we take a short break. It's, what if I always thought would be so cool to do, but I've never tried it? I've never even thought I could. That's what I want you to feel, a little brazen to go investigate. We're going to take a break. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to the Dr. Pat Show. I'm here filling in for her today on this episode. If you want to call in, 1-800-930-2819. We're taking a short break. We'll be right back.
In retirement, will you have enough money to live life on your terms? Everyone has retirement questions, so ask Ameriprise financial advisor Jeff Packman about the new Confident Retirement Approach. You and Jeff can break down retirement planning step by step to get the real answers you need. Call Jeff Packman, financial advisor, today at 425-453-0272. Office is located at 601 108th Avenue Northeast, Suite 1800, Bellevue, Washington, 98004. The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., member of FINRA and SIPC.
You got attitude? Keys to the rescue. Adjust your attitude with Keys Clear Protein Waters. So refreshing. Just a few sips of Keys will give you a whole new outlook, thanks to 22 grams of the happiest protein on earth. Tongue-tingling tasty without the guilt of naughty or nasty ingredients. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, maybe you need to drink too. Put a little woohoo in your attitude with Keys Protein Water. On Amazon or at Keys, Kees, please.com.
Has asthma or allergies got you singing the raspy blues? Allergy and Asthma Networks is the nation's premier nonprofit patient-centered network of doctors, caregivers, patients, and healthcare professionals who are dedicated to ending death and suffering due to asthma, allergies, and related conditions. Join President and CEO Tanya Winders each month on the Dr. Pat Show to learn more and visit allergyasthmanetwork.org today. Breathe better together with Allergy and Asthma Network.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Pat. I love the maca team. If you've never tried maca, you're going to love what they are doing. Maca is a root vegetable that grows at altitudes above 13,000 feet in the Andes Mountains. As a family-run company of true maca specialists, the maca team's mission is to provide you with fresh, organic, premium quality maca products at fair prices. They are happy to be the first company anywhere to offer red, black, and premium maca extracts in a GMO-free glycerin base. These extracts are incredibly high quality, potent, and very convenient. Herbal extracts have been used for thousands of years to help maintain and improve health. Some of the advantages of using fresh herbal extracts are freshness and shelf life, fast-acting benefits, and ease of use. Just drop them into that smoothie. To learn more and get a special discount for all of our listeners, visit drpatspicks.com. That's drpatspicks.com.
We are back here on the Dr. Pat Show. I'm Dr. Jenn, filling in for Dr. Pat today. If you are new to who I am from the Jenn Royster Show. My show airs every Thursday on Transformation Talk Radio at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern. And be sure to join me on January 7th. We're going to be doing the entire annual. We do this every January. The angel guidance for the entire year of 2016, month by month. It's a power-packed show. It moves really fast, but, you know, that's one of the ones I look forward to doing every January. Also, be sure to come over and check out what I'm doing with my work. I have workshops. If you're working on your own intuitive development, I have a workshop out there, and you can learn all about it at my website. And that's JennRoyster.com, JennRoyster.com. I have free guided meditations over there. I have a whole list of them. I love doing the guided meditations. I'm going to be working on some new ones for the new year coming up, and a lot more workshops. I would love for you to come over and hang out with us sometime. I'm going into my 6th year of radio, doing talk radio. And, I never thought I would be doing talk radio. It was the last thing I thought I would do. But here I am, and I love it, and it's just something that developed. Just like we've been talking about this whole show, we've been talking about resolutions, New Year's resolutions. What do you want to do? What do you want to change? What do you want to improve? What do you want to make happen in 2016? The energy's there for you. It's great. There is so much that can happen with this kind of energy. I'm actually really excited about it. I play musical instruments. I paint. I do all of this stuff, and I can't seem to find enough creative outlets to do. Like I said, we're having a blast here. My husband's gotten inspired by things, and now, at an older age, he's decided, I'm going to learn the saxophone. So that's what he got for his holiday Christmas gift, a brand new saxophone and lessons and earplugs for me, I think, for a few weeks. But he's excited about it, and I've never seen him and be more excited than ever. That's what I'm talking about. Just whatever it is you want to learn how to do. Do you want to learn how to do something fun that you've always wanted, but you don't feel like you have time, or, oh, I'm too old? I'm here to say there's no such thing as you're too old. Go out there and do it, and go for it. Learn whatever it is you've always wanted to do, because when you are allowing that into your life, that is really going to harmonize and blend very, very well with the energies that are happening right now. Because it is just, I don't even know how to describe it anymore. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about the positives that we're going to see coming up in 2016. I see challenges that we can learn things from, but there's a positive in that. You can look at things very negatively, or you can find something good out of everything. If you're going through a challenge right now, look for what you can learn from it. That's the best thing to do when you're in the challenge. If you're coming out of the challenge, or you're past the challenge, things are looking up for you, look back and have gratitude for what you learned from it. And now you can apply those skills and that knowledge and that awareness of what you learned from the challenge into your life to move forward more positively, more improved. Life is not about having it all right, and that's it. It's a continual learning process. Remember, learning something new that you don't know anything about is the quickest and best way to shift gears mentally and start to feel alive again. Start to wake up, pull yourself up out of a depression, whatever you got going on. You need that diversion. You need that focus on something that puts you into a student mode. And that's where you're going to find some sparks of excitement. You're going to find, oh, I didn't even know I had this in me. And you're going to find encouragement. You're some positive hope and energy. The energy you will feel is incredible. And I want to leave you with that. And I want to say, I want to wish everyone a beautiful, beautiful, happy New Year, because it's coming up here. Let's see, 2 days. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. So if you're celebrating New Year's Eve, go out and enjoy it. Love it. Be safe. And power on, because 2016, here we come. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Dr. Jenn. We'll see you next time. Namaste.